Ashley Zhao, a giggling 5-year-old, vanished. One moment she was there, a whirlwind of energy and joy. The next, she was gone, leaving behind a void deeper than any ocean. It was as if someone had hit the mute button on a happy melody, the sudden silence deafening. Her bright eyes, which held the promise of 1,000 tomorrows, were lost in the shadows, leaving behind a community grappling with fear and unanswered questions. The air, usually alive with the sounds of children playing, grew heavy with worry. Her small town, once a picture of peaceful suburban life, transformed into a grid of missing posters and frantic searches. Days blurred into nights, each tick of the clock a hammer blow to the hearts of those who loved her. Hope, once a flickering flame, dwindled with each passing hour, threatened by the icy grip of despair. The search for Ashley became a frantic race against time, a desperate scramble for answers in a world that had suddenly turned upside down. Neighbors, friends and strangers united in their grief and determination, their collective hope echoing in the shared whispers of her name. But as days turned into weeks, a chilling realization began to dawn. Sometimes the monsters we fear the most wear familiar faces. The walls of the courtroom seemed to close in, suffocating the air with the weight of unspoken truths. Ashley's parents, their faces etched with a grief so profound it seemed to consume them, sat silently, their eyes reflecting the storm raging within. What had started as a missing person case had morphed into something far more sinister, a tangled web of deceit, betrayal, and unimaginable loss. The evidence, laid bare for all to see, painted a grim picture. Whispers of domestic disputes, cultural misunderstandings, and a desperate attempt to conceal the truth echoed through the courtroom. The prosecution, armed with forensic reports and witness testimonies, presented a compelling case, their words like daggers piercing the hearts of those who clung to hope. The defense, in a desperate bid to salvage what remained of their clients' lives, argued for leniency, their pleas drowned out by the silent screams of a life cut tragically short. The jury, tasked with the impossible burden of delivering justice, listened intently, their faces betraying the emotional toll of the case. Their verdict, when it finally came, hung heavy in the air, a stark reminder of the fragility of life and the devastating consequences of broken promises. Years have passed since Ashley's disappearance, but the pain lingers, a constant ache in the hearts of those who loved her. The house where she once played stands empty, a silent testament to a life stolen too soon. The laughter that once filled its rooms has been replaced by an eerie silence, a haunting reminder of what was and will never be again. The community, forever scarred by the tragedy, struggles to move on. The memory of Ashley's bright smile, a constant companion. Her story serves as a chilling reminder of the vulnerability of innocence, a stark contrast to the idyllic world we often imagine for our children. The weight of unspoken words, of secrets buried deep within the walls of a family's home, hangs heavy in the air, a suffocating reminder of the devastating power of silence. The search for answers, for justice, for some semblance of closure, continues to haunt those touched by Ashley's story. The legal battle may be over, but the emotional scars run deep, a constant reminder of the darkness that can lurk beneath the surface of even the most ordinary lives. Ashley's case, a tragedy etched in the annals of criminal justice, serves as a stark reminder that sometimes the most heart-wrenching stories are those that remain untold, their echoes reverberating through time.